Hello, welcome back to Mrs. Always Right channel. I am coming again for more analysis about Imole, known as Mohbad. Today's topic is too many cooks spoil the broth. For Mohbad's case, too many people, too many characters involved in these problems in his life. First character will be known as his dad. Second character will be the mom. Third character will be Naira Marley. Fourth character will be Sam Marley. And then it goes on to be his best friend, and then goes to be his wifey, which is wife. And it goes on to be people around him, like people in their music company, the people who he was working for, and people who are involved with, like managers, everybody. It was all teamwork. So people organizing show, people, everybody. So it was just like a football ground where people go to play football and aim for goals to win. So Mohbad was like a guinea pig, was like a lamb for sacrifice. It was like everything they needed. So from the beginning, it all started with Naira Marley saga, which ended up in affecting his mental well-being, and the only shoulder to cry for was his wife. And then it goes into a situation where he was vulnerable, and also hoping to have a kind of support as well from the wife's family, because the parents were separated. His mom was not there, which could have been there for him, but he took the mother-in-law as the second mom, and also rely on them for how many years. Then suddenly he called the mom back, and then started again to see how it goes. So in this situation, you could see where Mohbad is coming from. So in the center of all this, running away from stress of Naira Marley and Sammy Larry saga, constantly living in fear, being labeled as somebody with mental health, being rejected, having name shaming, all sort of things. Also behind the scene, somebody is trying to use something to control him as well. So friends decided as well to see their own battle is to see if they will have any financial gain from him as well. So he was in the middle of Red Sea, in the middle of deep sea, in the middle of all high mountains. There was nothing that he could have done to save himself. But in this situation, he didn't know whether to go to left or right, or anywhere he goes is always problem. He has always sent messages. He sings so many songs. So let me tell you, there are so many Mohbad in Nigeria today who are going through all this situation. Mohbad used his songs to give us messages about what is going on behind the music industry where he was. And also, in the other hand, he was talking about friend enemies. On the other one, he was saying that so many things about his song. So the circumstances surrounding his problems and everything is people he trusted, people he relied on. And at the end of the time, so who you have something in your hand and you feel that thing, you need to protect it. How will some other thing, people will come and take that thing from your hand if you are not careless, if you don't have any respect or any love for what you have in your hand. You have something like precious thing in your hand. So this is similar to what I have seen. All this information, everything is unfolding from one thing to the other. The role of people involving what is going on, all the stories is coming like a zigzag. This one says this one says this, and this one says this. All is going in a funny farm now. So what is going on is so strange that the information that we have heard, all this story of noodles, all this story of games that we don't know. And for me, if Mohbad spirit is going around in social media telling people all the evidence which he has already put up in the social media, all these fears, anything that will help him to find the truth, because most of the truth are coming out now. The first was all this propaganda when people constantly go to social media and say things, especially the one that says that he has seen Mohbad that walk into the hospital. That was a well-planned scam just to divert people's attention, that they saw Mohbad walking into hospital and he took picture with him, and then he came out not the same. So those were the something. And also the story of ear infection that was first announced was real fake one as well. All those were wrong. And up till now, the dad and mom, they did not know what was going on with him. They joined hand also to don't understand what the Mohbad was going through for 2 days after the show. Nobody was informed. And the story of Wumi or Bumi saying that every time they call want to talk about to talk to Mohbad, she said he was sleeping. So that is actually the real truth, that he used sleeping pills on him. That is four people confirm. Prime Boy said that when he called her, she said Mohbad was sleeping. The mom confirmed that when he called his son, Bumi said he was sleeping. So you could see somebody had a bit of something that could have ended him in the hospital for proper treatment. You have to come and start your own treatment by inducing him to sleep. So how could somebody that has been induced into sleeping be able to understand what he was doing or make a right decision for himself or know where he was? So when you think about somebody putting sleeping pills in other people's food, hiding it is also a criminal offense, because you don't have any consent from the person that you are doing, and you are not medically trained to give somebody sleeping pills. So that is enough to interact with any medication, because most of the sleeping pills can also have side effects and also interact with other things. So for you to do that, somebody who was unconscious, who had shock, and then you give him sleeping pills, so you knock him off, and that could have also caused so many things. So And at the end of it, 3 days or almost 3 days delayed for medical attention, and you call in a nurse to come and also give him something so that it would also be passed over as a nurse fault. Already you have done something behind the scene. And also the idea of coming to the public to announce something without having a police report, and all the rushing around to give him a burial that was not befitting, and also the drama of using other people as blaming them, and also your interaction with Naira Marley, your phone call. So how could you? Naira Marley said he was out of Nigeria for months and months, and then how he doesn't have interaction with anybody, and then the same person is saying that he has had a conversation with Mohbad about him to where he will buy himself, and it was Bumi that is a witness. So how could you be a witness in such situation? So what is the link? Why do you call Naira Marley about the situation of your husband who was running away from Naira Marley? And how do you know, confirm that Mohbad was having mental health issue according to your sister of Bumi? All those information related in a wrong way, because all this started because there could have been something that happened on that day. So thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.